Om Namo Venkateshaya. Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignoshantaye Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanide Vasishtaya Namo Namaha Lakshmi Natha Samarambam Natayamana Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Partaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandadami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Vasudevasutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Namo Venkatesaya. Pranams everybody. So yesterday we saw the first sloka where Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya, the Pandavas and the Kauravas who have assembled there for very interested in battling it out. So my people, that is Kauravas and then the Pandavas, what did they do? That was the question he asked. So Sanjaya is answering that question in the second sloka. Sanjaya uvacha drishtva tu pandavanikam vyudam duryodhanastada acharyamupasangamya raja vachanam abravit. So drishtva, let's go word by word. Drishtva means having seen. At the same time, but Pandavanikam, that means having seen this, the soldiers, Pandavas, Anikam. Anikam means the soldiers of the Pandavas. Having looked at the soldiers of the Pandavas, Vyudam, they have been arranged in a military fashion, military phalanx. Duryodhanaha tada. Then having seen that the Duryodhana started having, at that point of time, then what it is, having seen that army of these Pandavas, Acharyam Upasangamya. Acharyam, his guru is Dronacharya, he is on the side of Kauravas. So Acharyam, the Dronacharya, he approached Upasangam, going, Upa means, as I told you earlier, close. Upasangam, having gone very close to him. Raja, that means this king. Actually, he is not the king. King is only Dhritarashtra, but then de facto he was the king because whatever decisions that are being taken, because Dhritarashtra was blind, he was taking all the decisions and imposing it on Dhritarashtra. For example, when this peace formula of this sent by these Pandavas was acceptable to everybody, including Dhritarashtra. But then Duryodhana did not agree to it, and finally Dhritarashtra had to yield to what Duryodhana said. So de facto he was the king. And that's why Sanjay is addressing Duryodhana as the king, although Dhritarashtra was the king. He was only a prince. Duryodhana was the prince. Upaksamya Raja, that means Duryodhana, that Raja. Vachanam Abravit. So he started talk. Vachanam means words. Abravit means he said these words. So Sanjay is saying, so having seen this, the battle, in fact, the arrangements of this, the Kauravas, the Pandavas, yes, he sees all the people and all the soldiers on the other side, and then he goes to his guru. Actually, he is supposed to go to his commander-in-chief, because in the battlefield, commander-in-chief next to the king is the only commander-in-chief, but then he goes to the guru. Let's see why he is going to the guru. He's going to the guru, Dronam, and then because he was the person who gave all this, the martial arts to all of them, and therefore he wants to take his blessings also. So Acharya, he goes to the guru, goes very close to the guru, this Dronacharya, and then started saying this verse. In fact, Sanjay is also answering in the same manner. Mamakaha Pandavasche, that means what did my people and then the Pandavas did. So that's why he's also answering the same fashion. First, what the Mamakas, that means the Kauravas did, and then, of course, he's going to talk about what the Pandavas also did. So in the same order, he's replying to that. So let's move on to the third sloka. Pashya yetam Pandu putranam acharya mahatim chamum vyudam drupada putrena tavasishyena dhimata. So what is the meaning of the word by word? Pashya yetam. So that means he's saying, Pashya means see. See, Yetam means all this, Pashya Yetam, this arrangement of this, the military position of this Pandavas. Pandu Putrana, so that means the son of these Pandus. Acharya, O Guru. Mahatim, the great Chamo military force, the great military force. So he himself is acknowledging that the Pandavas, although in terms of the number, the Kauravas army was much strong, much greater in terms of the Pandu. But at the same time, but having seen, because he knows that he is on the path of Adharma, Pandavas on the path of Dharma, even though they are smaller in size, he's rattled by the kind of the people on the other side, and therefore he's saying Mahatim Chamu. That means very great force of this, this army. Vyudam, that means they have all been arranged in, they've been arranged by whom? Drupada Putrena, the son of Drupada, Drishtidyumna. So the commander-in-chief on the Kaurava side was Bhishma. On the other side was Drishtydyumna. Drishtydyumna is the son of Drupada. Drupada is the brother of Draupadi, Drishtydyumna. Drupada, he is the commander-in-chief. Drupada Putrena Tava, that means Yuva Sishyena. That means he's almost giving a dig at this guru. Tava Sishyena, that means Dhimata. Dhimata means what is a very intelligent person. So Yuva Sishya, who is the son of this Drupada, he has arranged this army in such a great manner. Please look at this army. So that means he's having a dig at his teacher, saying that, you taught this Drupada Putra, that is this Draupana. Actually, if you look at the story of Mahabharata, this Drupada, the king, the Drupada as well as this Drona were in the same Gurukulam, so same Acharya. So at that time they were so friends, and therefore when they were about to leave, so then this Drupada says that, no, I'm so much happy with you. So you come when you come to my kingdom, I'll give you whatever is required by you. That's what he was saying. So in fact, he said even half the kingdom I can give it to you. That's what Drupada says. Then afterwards he comes back. Dronacharya comes back then takes up the family life. He marries the sister of Kripa. There are twin children. That is Kripa and Kripi. Kripa is also on the Kaurava side. Kripi is his sister. So he marries this Kripi. But they were in such a abject poverty. So Dronacharya doesn't know what to do, how to manage his day-to-day life. Therefore, he remembered what this Drupada said, and he goes back to the kingdom of Drupada and then requests him, saying that you promised to give me something, so I have need of something, so why don't you give me that? So at that time, this Drupada insulted him, saying that, no, that was something which I said when I was in Gurukula. Don't take it seriously. I don't want to give anything to you. So that means Dronacharya was so much upset with that. Then he comes back. Then he is being appointed as the teacher for this, this Pandavas and Kauravas by Bhishmacharya, and therefore he teaches them. Then once the Pandavas are being completely trained, he takes Arjuna to there and then fights with Drupada, gets back, the Drupada defeats this, this Arjuna defeats the Drupada, takes the entire kingdom and offers it to Guru Dronacharya, and Dronacharya gives half his kingdom back to this Drupada. So Drupada is so much upset with him, so he performs an yajna, and from the yajna came this Drishtadyumna, the yajna was performed for the sake of killing this Dronacharya. So that was the purpose of performing this yajna. Then Drishtadyumna came out of this yajna, and of course Draupadi also came out of this yajna. That's what. So this Dronacharya also knows very well that the Drishtadyumna is the person who is going to kill him, because he is also aware of that. In spite of that, when he comes and then approaches him for archery, this Drishtadyumna, he teaches him, because as a guru, he cannot refuse anybody who is seriously interested in learning something, and therefore he says, yes, I'll teach you. So now the Duryodhana is having a dig at him, saying that the person who you taught, that is this Drishtadyumna, he is the person who is standing against you. He is the commander-in-chief on the Pandava side. So don't have any mercy. So all along you had that mercy of teaching this group. There is the Drishtadyumna of all the archery that you know, and now he is standing against you. And don't be so kind in this indirectly saying that in this the warfare, because they happen to be disciples, be firm and then be very ruthless with all those Pandavas. That is the kind of message that he's trying to communicate, saying that Tava Sishyena Dhimata. That means he's your disciple. Actually, Duryodhana is also his disciple. So anyway, he's saying Tava Sishyena. That means it's your disciple who is a very intelligent person. He has arranged the army in such a beautiful fashion. Therefore, have a look at this army of these people who are standing over there. So that is the sloka that he's talking about. So maybe we can go through one more sloka also. So you can go for the fourth sloka.
Atra shura maheshvasa bhimarjuna samayudhi yuyudhano viratascha drupatascha maharataha.
Now he is listing out who are all the people on the other side. So the great warriors. Maharata means a person who is able to command 11,000 soldiers, and also is supposed to have the strength of 11,000 soldiers. So he is called as Maharata. Who are all the Maharataha on the side? Atra Shura Maheshvasaha. Atra here, Shuraha, that means a great valorous people. Mahash, that is this Maheshvasaha, who was holding this bow on their hand. Ishu means the bow, who has got these great bows on their hands. Who are all the people? Bhima, Arjuna, Sama. So on the other side, Bhima and Arjuna were equivalent to. Sama means equivalent to the Bhima and Arjuna. Who are all the other people? Yudhi in this battle. Who are these people? Yuyadhanaha. Yuyadhanaha is one of the person who is on that other side. Virata, the king of Virata is also on that side. The Virata is the place where this these Pandavas had this, Ajñatavasam for the 13th year. They were staying in the palace of Virata only. So Virata king is also on the side of this Pandavas. Drupadaha is the, this father-in-law. That is Draupadi's father is Drupadaha, whose son is that,
Drishtadhyumna.
who is the commander-in-chief. They're all great people, Maharatha. So they're all the valorous people. So he's first recounting the greatness of all the people on the other side. So please look at it. So he's asking his Dronacharya, please look at the great people who are on the other side of, fighting against us, the Pandava side. They are the great Suras, great valorous people holding the great bow in their hand. They are equivalent to this, this Arjuna and Bhima in their fighting skills. In this battle, they are fighting for all the people, Yuyadhana, Virataha, and then Drupada. These are the great Maharathas. Maharathas means a person who is able to command army of 11,000 soldiers, and he has got strength equivalent to this 11,000 soldiers. Those are the people who are on the other side. So he's talking about, again, he's going to list out the other 4 people also. We'll see that in the next, and then we'll see the next sloka tomorrow. Vasudevasutam devam kamsa chanura mardhanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum sarvam Sri Krishna arpanamastu. Sri Krishna 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 Krishna.